What's up, everyone? This is JOESAVY bringing you some StarCraft 2 strategy. This is a little 2-Rax game that I played, and for the most part, the 2-Rax has been dead in Heart of the Swarm, but I have noticed quite a few Protoss players don't actually get a Mothership Core, so might as well take advantage of what I see in the metagame and do stuff like this. So we'll be going through the basic build order on the 2-Rax. In fact, we're going to speed up to 4x until we get to that. It goes for the most part as follows. There are variations of this. You could do it however you want, but 10 depot, 12 racks, 14 gas. I send my first SCV out to scout because it is a 4-player map. There you go, 12 racks. I'm walling in. At this point, I tend not to wall in versus toss because it could be a pain in the ass versus a 4-gate with high ground vision with the Mothership Core. I just decided, why not? Let's try it out. 14 gas as far as the timing goes, and then we'll be getting an orbital at 15, followed by 1 marine, and then another barracks right around, I think it's 16 supply. Yeah, 16 supply for the barracks, second barracks. Only scouting is going to be this SCV, so we're going to stay in my vision, and we'll go back to the scouting of the SCV in the main. So once the orbital is complete, you need to make sure to get a supply depot so you don't cap yourself. First 50 gas on this barracks. On the first barracks that's completed, you go ahead and get a reactor on it. So there we go, first reactor. He's scouting. Oh, he's not expanding. There's my SCV just waiting. I'm going to go in and scout, but I want to kill his probe first. Waiting right here, waiting for about 4 minutes, and I'm going to push in and see if I can see an expansion or whatever else I can see. If there's a stalker, if there's a 4-gate, what's going on. Second barracks is going to get a tech lab as you have the money. Obviously, you get supply depots non-stop from this point on, and you push out when you get 1 marauder. So let's go back. Okay, SCV scouting in. There is an expansion. One thing I did notice was that there was no Mothership Core. In fact, we're going to drop back a little bit. Okay, scout in. I don't go all the way to the back. It could very well have been hidden back here, but a lot of times Protoss have their Mothership Core just floating around in the front. Needless to say, I did take a quick look, and there is no Mothership Core, so kudos on me. Kudos on me. That was actually a good decision. Next 100 gas, you invest straight into a factory, and at the same time of starting your factory, you start your second refinery. So just remember, you get your factory, get your refinery at the same time. Sitting at about 4, 5, so we'll have 7 Marines and 1 Marauder. I think I said 6 Marines, but I got the first one to shoo away the probe. And pushing out, there we go. There's 2 extra Marines following up. Pushes that one away, or pushes that SCV away. The big thing I was looking for was this expansion. Had he expanded, then I can push in with the 2 racks, unless he has a Mothership Core. And in that case, I'm going to get pushed back and have to fall back to my base. Build more barracks, expand myself. This case, because I was so far behind and his Nexus is up pretty much. I think it is up. Yeah, it's completed. I'd probably go for 2 additional racks and all in them or something like that, just because it's hard to come back from that. Alright, so pushing up. This is all I see. Gonna kill some kill some stuff. Here's a mistake on my part, or kill that stalker, I mean. Mistake on my part is trying to focus down the cyber core. Maybe I wasn't paying attention or whatnot, but I should have pushed around and just went straight for the probes, and I think I could have gotten a lot of worker kills. 3-gate robo on his side. So back home, I'm doing pretty standard. From this factory, I'll be getting tanks, and then just macroing up and pushing back out at about 10 minutes. First poke is going to hit about 6-ish. So looking at the workers lost, I'm going to get about 10 probe kills. A little stutter step. You need to stutter step because the probes and stalkers will kill your bio. Workers are actually really good versus unupgraded Marines, so just keep that in mind. Starting stem. This decision, I don't know if it's necessarily the right one. I probably should have got combat shield, make the Marines more durable. I don't remember this game. I vary. Sometimes I go straight into Marine production, or I swap this. I get a reactor on my factory and then swap it with the tech lab and just get, 4 Marines at a time, or I'll get some Marauders out. It just depends. So I'll push out when I get about 2 to 3 tanks, and I have 2 in this case. Let's see, we have 12 SCVs. So the SCVs are going to be used to buffer against the Zealots, and we're just going to push back and try to win. Now, if I don't win, that's okay. I mean, it's not a complete all-in. I am pulling workers, yes, and it's considered an all-in, but it's not a total all-in because as long as I do enough damage and he has to pull workers and lose workers, I'm okay because I still have some at home. I can expand if I need to. Now he will be able to outproduce me on that side, but I'm not completely dead even if this push doesn't kill him per se. So just keep that in mind. Alright, so we're going to go up to the ramp. Now as far as positioning goes, you want to get your tanks out of position of the stalkers. This one's maybe a little bit too far back. You can actually scoot it up just to right about here. This tank maybe right there. It's a good spot. Where it's at is alright too. Just going to poke up and not overcommit. I'm not going to go inside. I don't want to risk losing my army because of some... Well, it's a big ramp, but if it's just a single wide ramp, one force field can actually either cut your army in half or lock all your bio in the base, and then you lose all your bio and you pretty much lose the battle and you lose the game. Lose it outright. So he's going to push with his probes. He's going to lose some probes. Killed a couple more right there. And just going to poke around, kill whatever I can. There you go. Go straight for the stuff. Picking off zealots, picking off stalkers, production facilities, and win the game. When you're in this position, you always want to try to keep your SCVs with your army. Don't let them stray over and just attack. So only attack with your SCVs when you have your bio with it. And then you'll attack against the zealots. And yes, this is Heart of the Swarm. Had he had a Mothership Core, this push would have failed, and I would have just gone back home, macroed up, got an expansion, and done a standard game. But because a lot of players haven't been getting a Mothership Core, or they've been getting one late, or just for whatever reason they just don't get it. I don't know why. I think it's a good unit. I think they should get it every single game. But because they don't, and they do play standard Wings of Liberty styles, even now, that yeah, this push is still effective. So keep that in mind. And then just poke around. Don't overcommit. Don't lose your army. Just kill whatever you can and back up to your tank fire. Tanks are going to do a bunch of splash. Do bonus versus stalkers. LOL. GG. Game over. Thanks for watching, guys. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you like the channel. And have a good one.